Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Troy for the Union Pacific Huntsville subdivision in HO scale. Now, today, what I'm going to be doing is I got a lot to go over. Haven't been on YouTube for a long time, so I got quite a few things to mention. One thing I've been doing is working on the yard. Been working in the yard. Um, for the most part, I got this done, which I got the lights done for the diesel refueling platform. I got that all lit. So there's the lights off, there's the lights back on. Now I got the diesel shop also lit. It was lit before, but I never really had power going to it. There's two Union Pacifics and two Santa Fe's inside. One's half in, one's half, the other one's half, only a quarter in. So there's a fuel storage tanks. Still got to put piping in to route them to the platform. Now with the lighting on the platform, I cannot leave them lit for very long, otherwise they start to overheat, and I have to put resistors on the wires and connect them. So we'll do that at a later date. I'm not worried about it right now. So there's the diesel shop. Sorry about the mess. Still cleaning up down here and trying to get stuff organized and situated. So I'll set this up here. Like I said, I got 3 sets of cars. So I'll start with these ones here. I'll move you a little bit closer. So, yeah, that should be good. All right, so I did 2 cars. I did some weathering. One's a Santa Fe, obviously. The other one's a Chicago Northwestern. Now, because my layout is quite low, it only comes up to maybe my hip. I'm about 5'11", 6 foot. So it's pretty low. It's probably about 40. Wow, I gotta think. 48 inches? I think it's about 48 inches. But you're not going to really see the bottom of the car. You're not going to see the trucks in it all that much. Unless, of course, it derails, which I'm hoping against. So, but here's the Santa Fe. I'll disconnect the cars. So there's the trucks. Let me zoom in a little bit. So there's the trucks and the wheels. The wheels I got done. The trucks are done. Got the roof done. So both sides are done. Both ends are done. Likewise with the Chicago Northwestern. The CNW took me a little bit longer in some spots, and then obviously the Santa Fe overall took the longest because I had what I did was I faded the paint. The red paint was like way too bright, way too new, and I just didn't like it. So I grimed it. I put a lot of grime, a lot of dirt, and everything else. So it turned out a lot better than what I thought it would. So I'm gonna start weathering. A lot of projects coming up. A lot of rolling stock. I probably got way backed up in rolling stock. I have way too much rolling stock now that has to be weathered, and I just kind of put it off, and I put it off, and I put it off, and I probably shouldn't have, but I did. So, but those are the 2 that I did so far, and these are the 2 that I'm going to be working on next. They're 2 TTX rail box cars. Now, normally I run 50-foot box cars on my layout. However, I will be getting some 60-foot box cars and maybe a few high cube box cars. So, but these are the 2 that I'm going to be working on next. There's not really much to go on or discuss because I haven't done anything with these 2 yet. So, but these are the next box cars that I will be working on eventually. So we'll get that in time. I'll show the end result later on, probably next week. I'm gonna probably start start those box cars sometime this week. I'll probably end up shooting the video over the weekend, and then I'll probably upload it possibly next week. So. And on to the last part. These are 2 cars that I picked up. This one is the Union Pacific power car. A lot of the newer locomotives don't have the generators or the power to facilitate for the passenger cars. So this car would have the generators powering the plumbing, electricity, air conditioning, you name it. This car powers it within the train. So this will not be weathered. They do have a powered version and an unpowered. This one is unpowered. I don't need the powered version right now. It's neither here nor there. Don't need it. Don't care. It is lit. You know, it's pre-lit already, so I know I don't have to worry about that. You can adjust the power right here on this button. There's a button right here. You just hold it and release, and then it'll adjust the lighting to your liking. So this is the HO scale power car for Union Pacific. And then this one here is the Kenefic number. I can't even see the number. I don't even have my glasses on. I think it's 119. Let me see real quick here. Yeah, it's 119. So that's the Kenefic car. It's for mainly businesses, or mainly for business trains, or really not for excursion. It's usually for businesses, for business meetings and what have you. This one is the presidential. It's got the presidential drum on the back. I have photos of it on the Facebook channel. I'm getting tired. Wow. Okay. It's not businesses. It's just a business car, and it's usually at the tail end of the train, just like an observation car. So, but these are the 2 latest additions to the layout. I just don't know when I'm going to be running a passenger train, because there's no announcements or anything right now. These 2 cars are from BLI, or Broadway Limited Imports. You can get these at any local hobby shop if they're still available. I don't know if they are or not. The Kenefic didn't really take all that long to order. It was already in the country. I believe they manufacture. I believe BLI's manufacturing is in Vietnam, and then it gets shipped here, obviously. So they were both already in the country when I picked them up. But they both are really fantastic pieces of equipment. One thing I learned is that they do match the Walthers Proto cars. It's the same exact paint, because I found out... Oh crap, I'm going to knock you over. Sorry about that. One thing I was going to mention is that Walthers actually sent a sample of their paint scheme, or their paint or whatever, sent it to Broadway Limited Imports, so that way they could match the paint scheme to Walthers Proto cars. So I found that quite interesting. So my cousin actually told me about that. So shout out to him real quick. If you're watching this video, that was a pretty interesting piece of information. So pretty soon I'm going to be finishing up the grain elevator. I got to get the yard done over here. So I can probably zoom out a little bit here. So there's the Kenefic and the power car. So this is an overall. So I got to get this cleaned up, which I'll probably be doing within the next couple of weeks. And then as soon as I can, I'm going to start getting turnouts and some more track. I'm running kind of low. I have some, but I just don't have enough. Get this done. I still haven't figured out what I'm going to do over here in this section yet, because I can't put any track over here. I wouldn't do that anyway. And then the grain elevator and the silos are going to go probably right there next to the incline. But I'll be shove them over there. And then you see how I'm going to route the road so that way I can connect it to the crossings. I'm probably not going to have any railroad crossings. I'm probably just going to have probably a couple of sets of cross bucks and call it a day. So that's probably about it. That's probably all I'm going to do. Oh, gee, I wonder who drinks Pepsi in this house. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what I haven't figured out how I'm going to arrange the yard yet. But the tracks that are in the foreground, those are actually, those are staying. Those are already glued down. And then eventually I'm going to be ballasting. I'm probably going to get a ballast spreader sometime this week, because I know there's a lot of modern railroaders that do it by hand. I don't have a steady hand. I will get ballast all over the place. I've already tried. It did not end well. It was a total disaster. So, but those are probably a couple of projects that I got going on. So just some scenery in the foreground here on this portion of the layout, some cleaning and rearranging. So, but that'll probably do it for this video. Oh, one other thing I was going to mention. This is what I've been using for weathering, which they're pan pastels. They're a little on the expensive side, but they sure do the job. They look fantastic on your work, and they live up to their name. So just use those with some makeup sponges and a couple brushes, and then, well, you saw the result on the 2 boxcars that I did. So with that being said, have a good night, day, morning, evening, whenever you're watching this video. For me, it's, I don't know, early Tuesday morning. So you'll probably be watching this whenever, I suppose. I'll probably be and probably upload this video probably tomorrow. So it'll be Tuesday afternoon for you guys. So, all right, well, thank you very much for watching the video, and don't forget to hit like and subscribe, share the video, get our videos out there, and all that other good stuff. And we'll catch you back in the next video.